celebrate National Pork Month, the National Swine Registry presents Pork in the Kitchen. In the spirit of National Pork Month, our events and education intern Martha Minning and marketing and communications intern Braden Kuhn, along with the help of Chef Zach Wallace, prepared a pork-inspired dinner using certified dark pork.
Welcome to the National Swine Registry Porktober Kitchen. To celebrate National Pork Month, we're in the kitchen providing you with some delicious recipes to try. I'm Martha Menning and I'm with Zach Wallace, trained culinary expert and pork enthusiast. There were so many great recipes with pork, so what do you have planned for us today?
Today we're going to do something that may not be as common to people. We're doing pork fajitas.
Oh, I love that.
We took a pork tenderloin, we diced it up to about an inch, and then we just tossed it in a little, just kind of your basic fajita seasoning, chili powder, cumin, paprika, a little bit of garlic, onion powder, salt and pepper. Super simple, but super flavorful. And then we tossed in a little bit of lemon juice, just with the acidity to help break down the fat, make it super tender, just kind of melt in your mouth a little bit. And then we sliced up bell peppers and onions to go with it. Super easy, and ready to go.
One thing that's super important to remember when cooking with raw meat is to prevent cross-contamination from happening. So when we cut up our tenderloin, we used a separate cutting board, separate utensils, and washed our hands before we started cutting our veggies.
So a trick for me for fajitas, first you want to get the oil in your pan, you want to get it pretty screaming hot. You want to see it to where there's a little bit of smoke coming off. The oil's got that nice shimmer to it. What it'll do, it'll be like a flash sear to the outside of the meat that'll lock in all that flavor and all that moisture, and then kind of lock the seasoning to the meat. Another trick is when you get your meat in, you don't want to crowd the pan. Because if you get too much of your meat and you crowd the pan to where there's no room for it to breathe, essentially what'll happen is you'll steam the meat. You won't get that nice, like charred color look to it. It'll cook weird, it'll taste weird, so it's better, if you need to do it in stages or if you need more than one pan, don't be afraid to.
And I know you're supposed to cook pork tenderloin to a safe 145 degrees. How do you suggest doing that?
Your safest bet is once you think it's close to being ready, get a food thermometer. Get a meat thermometer, take a piece out, try to find maybe your biggest piece, pull it out, temp it, and then that's it. That's, that is honestly your safest bet.
I was really excited to hear that this recipe called for pork tenderloin because of its low amounts of sodium and fats allows it to reach the American Heart Association's heart check mark. So definitely a healthy recipe that we're preparing today too.
Oh, definitely. If you want a good taco, but you want to stay away from, your traditional ground beef or steak or anything like that, and you want something maybe a little leaner, a little healthier, I think pork tenderloin is definitely the option.
this came together really quick. This has got to be a really easy weeknight meal.
It is. It's like a two-step process, just a handful of ingredients. While the pork was cooking and it got about halfway done, I would say, we threw in the veggies, the onions and peppers, and cooked those while the pork finished up. And now we just assembled tacos and it's ready to go.
Awesome. So what kind of sides would you pair with this for your meal?
I mean, you can never go wrong with like a good like baked Spanish rice. You could do like a cilantro lime rice. Beans are always a great option. Doing like a black bean corn salad, you know, making maybe like a Mexican street corn, you know, chips and queso. I mean, yeah, just like the options are endless.
More recipes like this can be found on pork.org. We look forward to seeing you next time in the NSR kitchen. Happy Porktober!